it's me, it's Thaila, and I am going to be talking about my 2013 favourites. I'm going to look back over the year and reminisce over the stuff that I've generally squeed over and fangirled over. Yeah. First up, movies. Now, me and Chris went to see quite a lot of movies at the cinema. There were some films that we had to see at the cinema. We have been watching a lot of Netflix and Love Film and stuff, but there were some that we just had to see on the big screen. For me, the ones that I was waiting for were The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug, The Great Gatsby, and The World's End. Now, I know if you know me, you'll know how obsessed I am over The World's End, because it was, I mean, I've been looking forward to it anyway, because I love Edgar Wright, I love Simon Pegg, and I love Nick Frost, and I've been looking forward to this film for so long. As soon as I saw it, I was just blown away. I related to it so much more than I thought I would. I thought it was just going to be a funny film that was kind of action-packed, and it was all about fighting these kind of robot things. But it totally kind of blew my mind as to the kind of underlying plot within the characters and how their friendship had kind of developed and kind of deteriorated. And Simon Pegg was just phenomenal, and I'd always thought of him as a really good actor anyway, but that really kind of elevated him. I just love that film so much. I could talk about it forever, but anyway. Another film that I was really looking forward to was The Great Gatsby, and I'd loved it in school, and I had heard that this film was being made, and it was Baz Luhrmann that was directing, and Leonardo DiCaprio was in it, and I was just, I was so excited. And I saw it, and I was expecting to be blown away, and I was lucky that I had that reaction, because some people were, I heard that some people were disappointed, but it met all my expectations. And the soundtrack to that film, and The World's End, but particularly The Great Gatsby, oh my god, it was such a good soundtrack. And even though Chris doesn't like that kind of film, and it's very kind of, he didn't know the story or anything, he loved the soundtrack too, so I think that says a lot. And the other films that I've just sort of written a list of that I've enjoyed: Star Trek Into Darkness. Again, Simon Pegg is in that, but Benedict Cumberbatch was just, oh my god, his voice anyway just blows me away. But seriously, it was just really good. It was action-packed. It was the touching scene between Spock and Kirk. It just totally was perfect. I think I enjoyed that more than the first one. World War Z, or as much as I want to call it World War Z, but yeah, World War Z. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did, and I really did. I kind of connected really well with the characters. I didn't like his wife that much. I thought she was a bit of a... And The Hunger Games, again, I enjoyed that more than the first one. Yeah, I wasn't looking forward to it that much, but once I'd seen it, I was glad I'd seen it. Now, TV shows, we've been watching movies rather than TV shows. I've not watched proper TV in ages. I've not watched soaps for a few years now, like EastEnders, Coronation Street. Don't watch them anymore. I used to watch Hollyoaks, but then when Brendan Brady left, man. So I ended up actually watching House, which I'd seen a few episodes before, but I hadn't watched it all the way through, and I was able to watch everything, like all the episodes. I'd recorded them all, and Hugh Laurie anyway is just great, but he really portrayed someone totally different to kind of what I would have thought his usual role would be. And if you've not seen it, I would recommend it, because he really does kind of get you, you kind of hate him but you love him, and he's just it's just such an interesting character. And Wilson as well, oh god, towards the end, I won't spoil it in case you've not seen it, but oh my god, you'll know what I'm talking about if you've seen it. So yeah, House I really enjoyed. I've also been getting into The Big Bang Theory and How I Met Your Mother, purely because they're on E4 all the time, and I keep dipping in and out of different series, and it doesn't really make sense as to what, you know, it kind of takes me a minute to kind of work out where everyone is and who's doing what. But even if I kind of don't understand, or if I've missed a few episodes, I still really enjoy each of the shows. And I'm trying to stay on top of the current series of Big Bang Theory, but with coming in later with work and stuff, it's not really happened. But yeah, when I have seen them, I've really enjoyed them. Okay, so health and beauty, I just wanted to cover a few things that I really liked with regards to makeup and whatnot. The first one is the Max Factor False Lash Effect Mascara. I'd heard about it loads and loads and loads, and I finally got it, and it is brilliant. I'm wearing it now, but it's literally like the dregs of the mascara, like it's totally dried up now. I mean, I used it every day, and it was just, oh, I love it. It's probably the best mascara I've ever had. And I never usually kind of follow all the hype about stuff, but that really was fantastic. Another makeup thing is the Garnier BB cream. It kind of minimises all the pores, and my skin just feels like a lot more moisturised once I put the BB cream on. If I like miss that step out, it doesn't feel as nice, so that's what I've been doing recently. The foundation I've been wearing is Boots No. 7 Mousse Foundation. I absolutely love it. It's so soft, like once you apply it, your face just feels really, really soft, and it goes on so nicely. I just use my hands, I don't know, I mean, people say different things. People say use brushes, people say like use the sponge thing, people say use your fingers. I just use my fingers, and it just goes on so nice. So it's always, it'd been discontinued for a while, and then they brought it back, so I was so glad when they brought it back. So that is my favourite ever foundation. Now, my favourite perfume has been this for the last few years, but it was Alien by Thierry Mugler, because it's just got such a unique smell, and like when people kind of, when you smell it on someone, you know what it is. Like, you know, sometimes people think, is that something, is that? But with that, it's such a distinctive smell, and it lasts so long, like it'll last the whole day. I did like wearing Lulu by Cacharel. That is again one of my other favourites. That's very much like a daytime fresh kind of smell, but then the Alien by Thierry Mugler is my evening or my special occasion one, because it is more expensive. Now, food and drink, I've had 4 main obsessions. Tea, which has always been an obsession of mine, but even more so. I don't mean any posh tea, I don't mean, you know, using tea leaves, you know, the posh, you know, with a strainer or a teapot, none of that. I just literally mean a bag of tea in a mug, but it's my favourite drink. Tea is just, if I could have one drink forever, it'd be tea. More than alcohol, more than anything, I love tea so much. Robinson's Orange and Pineapple Squash, because I'm trying to drink more water and I hate drinking water, so squash makes it all better. Grapes, I am totally obsessed, because you know how sometimes you just want something sweet, but you want like a snacky sweet, and grapes are just like, they're just the best fruits, because it's like, they're just little drops of. And Schlur I've rediscovered. I have really enjoyed I think it's white grape and elderflower flavour Schlur, because I'm not a big drinker, even though people seem to think I am because they keep buying me alcohol, but I'm really not that into drinking. So something like a Schlur is actually really nice to just have in a wine glass and just feel like you're kind of joining in, but you're not really getting drunk or anything. It's just a nice refreshing drink, especially with a meal. I love Schlur. And finally, I've made a list of all the YouTubers that I've been watching. Not so much recently because I've been so busy with work, but definitely at the beginning of the year. I will just reel them off. Fun for Louie, Dave, Ben Brown, Steve Booker, Vincent Sear, Shane Dawson. Hilarious, hilarious. I think you have to really get his sense of humour, and he can be perceived as offensive, but I don't tend to get offended by stuff that much, so I'm not that bothered and I actually find it really quite funny. Tyler Oakley, Tanya Burr, Jim Chapman, Zoella, Sprinkler Glitter, of course, Trudy Jess, of course, Redhead Mare, and definitely of course, Colourplast UK. So that was my kind of very vague stuff that I've liked in 2013. I could have gone into more detail, but it would have been like a really long video, and this is way too long enough. So yeah, next year, so 2014, I'm going to be trying to do monthly versions of these, and I want to do like a current likes and current dislikes thing, just like every month kind of say this is what I've liked and this is what I've disliked. So let me know if that's what you'd want to see, give me a thumbs up if it is, and I will see you in my next video.